Hey guys, welcome to Sabri Zone. So, as we all know, we are learning Laravel from scratch, and in last lecture, we learned about views, controller, and some functions. And let's move further. And we were created three pages. One is about, index, and services. So as you can see, we have some HTML code in on index page, and as you can see, I have to copy and paste this code to about and services page. But what should I do? Should I repeat this code, this HTML again and again, or I need to make a layout? If we will go on web.php, here you can see we have two unnecessary functions. So I will comment it control plus slash, and we need to make two other routes. So I am copying it, and these two routes will work for services and about page. So let's move forward, and I will replace it with about, and I will replace this with about too, and same thing with this section. I will replace this with services, and same with this section. So let's save it, and as you know, we were talking about reusing the data or making a layout. So I will go to my views, and I will make a new folder, and I am going to name it layouts. So let's save it, and in layouts folder I need to create a file. So let's create a file, and I am going to save it as app.blade.php, and let's save it. Okay, great. So all I have to do is to copy all the HTML, control plus A, and copy that, and I am going to my app.blade.php, and here I need to paste all the code. So we will remove this h1 and paragraph, and I will type here at yield, and parameters. In yield parameter I will type content. So as you can see, the file type is HTML, and I am replacing it with Laravel Blade so that my content should be highlighted. As you can see, now it is highlighted. Let's save it and go to our index page. On our index page, remove everything except h1 and paragraph. So I need to fetch all the layout which we have make on app.blade.php. So here I will type at extends, and I am going to give here address. So what is address? As you know, layouts dot or slash, whichever you need to type, it's your choice, slash app dot php. Okay, so I will type here at section, and I am going to give the same parameter which we were given in the yield. So it is content, and or at the end of this HTML I am going to type end section. So let's save it, and let's check it out whether our function is whether our layout is being accessed or not. I'm going to refresh this page. Okay, great, now it's working. And if I will type control plus U, you can see all our HTML is fine. So we should go to change something, and I am going to type this is index page. Let's save it and go to our browser and refresh it. Okay, great, it's working. So same thing we have to do. I am going to copy this, and I am going to about page and going to paste this, and I am going to change this name. I am going to type here about page and saving it, and go to services and do the same thing, ditto copy, and I am going to type here services. Okay, let's save it and check it out whether our services and about page are working or not. ABOUT and enter. Okay, it's working. And if I'll type services and hit enter, okay, great, it's working. So I am I am feeling something trouble whenever I need to change this page, or whenever I need to go to index or about page, I need to type here. So what we need a navbar so that we can switch in between pages more easily. As you know, we need to make a navbar. So I have a link for Bootstrap Navbar. I am going to give you link in the description so that you can download same navbar as I am doing. So you will enter Ctrl plus U and you will get all the source code, and all I have to do is to copy the nav section. I'm going to copy it and go to our browser, and I am not going to paste on every single page. So except doing this, I am going to make another folder, and I am going to name it as header. Okay, let's save it. And if I'll go to my header page, I am going to create a new file, and I am saving it as navbar.blade.php. Okay, let's save it. Okay, now I am going to paste all the nav here, and I am going to save it. But before I could save it, I am going to remove this class navbar fixed top, and I am going to remove this thing, this class which is active. So I am removing this, and another thing which I have to do is to give the address. So if the user will press the home, he will go to index page, and if user will press about, he will go to about page, and if user will press the contact, I am going to change it to services, and I am going to same thing, services, and let's save it. And all I have to do is to go our app.blade.php, which is here, and I am going to include this page. So type at include, and I am going to give the path which is header.navbar, and let's save it and check it out whether it is working or not. Okay, let's refresh it. Oh, it's not working. The problem is not as much major as you are accepting. All I have to do is to link the bootstrap. So I am going to our app.blade.php, and I am going to type here link and hit enter, and in the href I am going to type curly braces ending, and as you can see in my file assets or project assets, you can see that we have css and app.css, two files. So I'm going to type here assets, and in our assets I am going to give address. As you know, css, and the inner folder is app.css. Let's save it and go to our browser and refresh it. Oh, something went wrong. No problem, because all these errors are the part of learning, and we will learn from these errors. So I think, okay, I got the missing thing, that is these quotations. Let's save it and go to refresh it. Okay, great, now it's working. And if you'll try to switch in between pages, I can switch easily, as you can see. So the one thing which is missing is project name. So I am going to my navbar, and I am going to change this project name to Sabri Zone, which is my channel name. Don't forget to subscribe my channel if this video helped you, and you can learn Laravel from scratch. All playlist will be uploaded soon. Type here Sabri Zone. Let's save it and go to our browser and refresh it. Okay, great. Okay guys, as you can see on the top, we have a title here Laravel, but I think we should change this. So I will go to my Sublime text. In the vendors folder you will get .env file. Open it, and here you can find on the top app name. So change it to Sabri zone or whatever your project name, and let's save it. And if I will go to my app.late.php, so here I will write config and I will give its a parameter. First parameter will be app.name, and the other parameter, if there and any name does not found, then what should be there? Sabri zone. Okay, let's save it and go to our browser and refresh it. Okay, great. As you can see, our title is changed. So let's move forward and let's have fun with some functions. So I will write a function public function index because I am making it for index, and here I will make a variable title. Okay, title is equal to, here I will pass some string like comment and share. Okay, a should be in lowercase. Okay, I am going to return view, and here I have to give address pages dot index and compact, and here I have to give the name title. So termination, let's save it and go to our routes web.php, and here I need to comment the unnecessary things, and as we are calling function, so I will remove this function and I will call my controller here, which is Sabri controller, and add my function name, which is index. Okay, let's save it and go to index.blade.php, and here we will call that variable. So I will call that variable in h3 element. Here we will just need to write the variable name. Let's save it and go to browser and let's check it out. Okay, great. As you can see, we have our comment, we have our title there, but I want to teach you another way to return, which is more fancy, and I like to use that pattern. Return view, and here we have to give the address, which is pages dot index, and here we will try to make an arrow with a minus button and an arrow, and we will write here with, and we will give here a parameters. First one will be a simple title and other one will be the variable title, and here will be title. Let's save it and go to our browser and refresh it. Okay, we have unexpected error because termination point. Okay, let's clear it. Okay, great. Errors are part of learning, so you should deal with errors in a handsome way, and let's check it out. It's coming from here or from any other way. So subscribe. Okay, let's save it and go to our browser. Okay, great. It's coming from this function. Okay, now I want to make another function. Actually, I want to teach you how to pass an array. Okay, what I have to do is to change it to services, and here I will use a variable data, and I will remove this thing, and here in data I will pass an array. Actually, I want to pass an associative array with key value pairs. Okay, so here I will write a title is equal to services, and I will write here our services, and I want to make title in quotations, and here I will pass only the variable which is dollar data. Let's save it and go to our services page, and here all I have to do is to call that in h1. Okay, here I need to use these curly braces, and here I will call that title. Okay, let's save it and go to our web.php, and here I will make a route for that. I am copying this and I am going to paste it for services. Here I need to change the address to services, and the function name is also services. Let's save it and go to our browser. I hope there should be a smooth running without any error. So go on browser and click on services. Okay, I have an error. Okay, I got it. If we will go to Sabri controller, use a greater than sign, and let's save it and go to browser and refresh it. Okay, great. As you can see, our services is written here and we are successfully fetched array. So let's create an other array which have multiple values, and let's try to return that array. So I will make another function. I am copying it and I will make it for my about page. I am going to pass here multiple values. First of all, I need to change the name. It should be about, and the title should be about, and here I am erasing this our services, and I will use I will give here data about me. I am a YouTuber, freelancer, and businessman. So in this name it should be ABOUT. Let's save it. Let's save it, and if I will go to my about.blade.php. First of all, we should go to our route or web.php to give it some address. I am copying it and I am going to paste it down, and I will name it as about, and I will call a function named as about. Let's save it, and if I will go to my about.blade.php, here I need to fetch that array. So let's check it out whether that array is empty or it has some value. I will call if function. So in that I will call a function count, and I will count dollar about. If it is greater than 0, then what should happen? So I am erasing this. I am creating an unordered list, and in that unordered list I will check a for each function. For each function, and in that for each function I will pass about as abt, and let's check it out that abt li, and in that li I will fetch apt. Okay, let's save it and go to our browser and let's check it out what will gonna happen. So click on about. Okay, great. As you can see, we can access our whole array. So we will go to our about.php, and I will add some class. Now it's working. So now all we have to do is to change this layout, because I want a login and registration button. For that I have typed some HTML. It is here. I am going to copy this and I'm going to paste it in my index folder, index file, and here all these three things will remain similar, but I have added two buttons. And let's save it and go to our browser and check it out. Okay, great. As you can see, it looks very fancy. So for next lecture we will create a login and register scenario. For that, stay tuned and please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm waiting for your feedback.